All right. Good afternoon. It's 2 p.m. in the Boston area, 7 p.m. in Ghana. And as usual, we bring you the assembly. My name is Ayur Inga Agana. Today, we are fortunate to have an incoming first term MP. Uh, he is the MP for Navrongo Central, Honorable Simon Akinbange Aworigo. Um, Honorable, yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your very decisive win.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Um, all glory to God. Um, that's all I can say. But thank you very
Okay.
much.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about what's at stake in the sort of ninth parliament. And also we will delve into the Honorable's vision for the people of Navrongo Central. I happen to have an experience with Navrongo. I spent 6 years in Navrongo. I went to Notre
Wow.
Dame JSS and SS. So I'm quite familiar with the place. I consider it as sort of a second constituency for me. And so we will go into details of, conditions in the constituency and what your vision is for your first term and hopefully your long-term vision for the area. Um, but before we delve into the specifics of the constituency, I want us to look at the NDC's win in general, right? In terms of the parliamentary win, it was quite decisive. You have close to two-thirds majority so far. There are certain outstanding constituencies that are yet, there's some contention. I think there was a court case that was, adjudicated on today that those constituencies have to be recollated. And so we don't have the exact number of seats that you have won so far. But, given the ones that have been concluded, the margin is about two-thirds, right? So let me begin from there. With this sort of clear majority in parliament, what do you think are going to be the priorities of the NDC in sort of the legislative aspect of our democratic dispensation or your governance, ambition, basically?
Thank you very much, my brother. Let me begin by thanking the Almighty Lord for His grace and favor upon us, and especially upon me. It is only the hand of God and the grace of God that's brought us this far. Um, it would be remiss of me if I don't also thank the people of Navrongo Central for doing me the honor by voting for me to represent them in Parliament. I say thank you to the chiefs, um, the landlords, market women, teachers, students, and the many people who are constituents and residents of Navrongo Central who voted for not just for me to become a member of parliament, but also for my presidential candidate, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who also won by 57%. So I will begin by thanking them for doing us and doing the country that great service. Because as you know and I know, the country was just heading the wrong way. It was going downhill, and we really needed to rescue this country and reset it. And so let me thank them. What do I think about the governance of the incoming NDC administration? I expect nothing less of a governance that's put Ghana first, a governance that respect Ghanaians, that knows what the issues are, and so we'll work to address those issues, the issues of unemployment, the issues of price instability, the issues of inflation, the issues of foreign exchange deterioration, and the issue of lack of fertilizer, the issue of deteriorating um, school administrative systems, and all of that. These are the many issues that I look forward to the John Mahama government fixing for Ghanaians. Of course, it is the reason why they voted for us, and I foresee us working to address them. I don't think it's going to be a quick fix. It's going to take time because the deterioration has gone on for 8 years. And so I know Ghanaians will be patient with us even as we work to get our country back on track.
Okay. Well, I mean, you mentioned that the win was decisive. You sort of mentioned the percent margin of the win, but there are others that have said that the NDC only added about 100,000 votes to what they got in 2020, and that the mandate is more sort of humbling than most people who are victorious about the NDC's win are proclaiming, and that it's a cautious mandate, and that electorates are not going to tolerate any slightest, if you like, unfulfilled promises, so to speak. So, what do you
Thank you
say
very
to
much.
that? Yeah.
Thank you. If you've been following Ghanaian elections for a long time, you can tell, and I'm sure you have heard from many protesters that it is a historic win, and it doesn't matter whichever way you want to look at the coin, flip it backwards, forwards, upside down, whichever way, the story still remains the same. It is a victory that is historic. And whether you want to look at it from the voter apathy side, you want to look at it from the fact that people were disappointed and disenchanted about the mismanagement and misrule of the Akufo-Addo-led, Akufo-Addo-Bawumia-led government. The story is still that we have won by a big margin. Voter apathy is another way of people expressing their dissatisfaction about government. And so we might not have added on that hundreds and that many votes, as you are saying in this discussion. The fact remains that Ghanaians have expressed themselves in many ways. In a typical stronghold of the NPP, you don't expect them to come out and vote overwhelming numbers. But for the first time in Ashanti region, our numbers were great and very, very consoling, even exceeding what we expected to get in Ashanti region. Same in the eastern region, other parts of the country. What I can say we gather from the election results is that we have been given a duty that we have to take very seriously, a duty that Ghanaians have put all their trust in us and that we cannot afford to fail them. We have to work with humility. We have to work with all the seriousness, knowing very well that they have put all their hopes in us and we cannot fail them. It's also a lesson for us to know that Ghanaians have got to a point where if you take them for granted, they'll vote you out. And that no amount of money can change their minds when you mistreat them and misgovern for all these years and think that you can go out there and pour money and then all of a sudden you can buy their votes. They have shown. They started with North, where they show that they have come to a place where they put their future first. They put what is ahead of them than the immediate gain and than this small gift they give to them. That is what we will learn from this victory. But for the victory itself, it's decisive and there can be no contestation about it.
Okay.